Have you ever been out somewhere filming all day only to realize once you get home that your audio is garbage because of this horrible thing called wind noise? Well, thankfully on the DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro, there's a pretty simple way how you can reduce the wind noise in your next video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is Adventure Tim, and if you're into learning about action cameras like the DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro, well, hey, you've come to the right place. So why not hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the developments in the wonderful world of action cameras. Okay, so getting to your wind reduction settings on your DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro is super easy. So from the rear screen, you want to take a look on the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see these two squiggles about halfway down. So I'll hold that there, have a look. Right, so we're just going to tap on those two squiggles. Now, that's going to bring up this menu here. And if you look at the menu here, it has some color options, some things you can do. You can change the color profile there, for example, and white balance. But what we're interested in is the tab at the top, which is kind of grayed out. But you can see it's actually a microphone. We're going to tap on that one. Right, so by tapping on this icon here, we're going to bring up this screen here with your audio options. The one on the left says channel. That's where you can change from stereo to mono, so have the sound come out of like one side or both sides when you're recording. But the one we're interested in is the wind noise reduction one. Currently it's set on off. So what that means is if you're recording with the camera, it's not going to reduce the wind at all. If we give it one little wee tap though, it's going to bring up this option here, which is standard, right? So this would be like good for just your general situations, a little bit of wind about, maybe a little bit of breeze. But if you're in a location where it's super windy, like maybe down by the beach, or maybe on a mountaintop in Scotland in the Highlands, okay, admiring Loch Ness, or maybe you're just somewhere where it's super windy, like, I don't know, Chicago or Wellington, New Zealand. Well, then what you might want to do is you might want to tap on this again, and it's going to bring up the option where it says high. All right, so it's as simple as that. Once you're happy with that setting, you are going to pop it out and go back to the rear screen, and then you start recording in that particular mode. What we're going to do right now, we're going to test the three modes on the DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro. That'll give you a chance to understand how the three different sound options work, or the three different wind reduction options work on this sweet little camera. All right, so what you're listening to right now is the DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro with the wind reduction mode set to off. Now, I'm just kind of walking here down by a bit of a reservoir, bit of a man-made lake. It's not too windy. A little bit of a slight breeze here and there, but overall not too bad. Oh, that was a big noise. So yeah, this is how it sounds with the wind reduction noise off. I can see the leaves on the trees, gum trees here in Australia, by the way. Leaves on the gum trees starting to rustle. Like here, that's rustle as in make a noise, not as in Russell Crowe. We love Russell Crowe. This time we're in standard, which is just like your regular wind reduction mode. Cuts a bit of the noise. Like I said, it's only a slight breeze here today. Not super windy, but still noticeable. And as I mentioned before, I can see the leaves, the trees moving around a little bit. Yeah, so let's go a little bit closer to this little man-made water hole, which really isn't super attractive, but it's a bit windier here. There you go. A few ducks out there on the lake today. Probably thinking, what is this guy with the camera doing right now? All right, so this time we are in the high setting for your windy locations. Okay, so will make a big, massive reduction to the amount of wind noise. Well, this should make a massive reduction to the amount of wind noise that you would be hearing in your footage. The wind reduction settings on the camera are actually pretty good, but of course you're not going to eradicate every little ounce of wind when you're out and about. Another option you can use is this little accessory here. It's called a Windslayer. Now, I really like this product. This foamy little creature actually cuts out an incredible amount of wind. It doesn't matter what your location is. And what it does, it actually preserves the audio pretty well. So what we're going to do right now as a final little bonus exercise in this video is show you how it sounds with the Windslayer on your action camera. And of course, if you want to get a Windslayer like this one here, I'll put a link in the description down below for you. What you listen to right now is the Osmo Action 5 Pro with that Windslayer on it. So that's what we're using to cut the noise right now. The wind reduction setting is to off. Now, not super windy, as I admitted down below. Oh, here comes a nice bit of a breeze. Lovely. But this will kind of give you a bit of an idea of what this little accessory does. Okay, so I decided that the location with the first part of this video wasn't quite windy enough, so I brought you down here to the beach. This is St Kilda Beach here in South Australia. Admittedly, not the prettiest beach in this state, but it's a spot that's definitely has its fair share of wind. And so right now we are filming this part of the video with the wind reduction option turned off. All right, as the wind picks up, I'm right by the edge of the water. You can see behind me a whole bunch of rocks and almost lost my hat. We're now recording with the standard wind reduction setting turned on. So this is supposed to cut some of the noise, and it's probably good for most normal circumstances. But how do you think it's working? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think it's being effective? Is it something that you would use? I'd be interested to hear from you. All right, so the final mode we're going to test right now is with the high wind reduction setting turned on. So I'm in the same location. It's quite windy as it is before. As I said, this is a windy little beach down here just outside of Adelaide. Actually, the wind's picking up right now as I talk to you. But how does it sound? How do you find the sound is, say, compared to the standard set? Is this something that you would use in your filming? Are you someone who does filming down by the water? Maybe you do fishing, or maybe you do, I don't know, surfing, swimming, life-saving, all that sort of stuff down by the beach. Let me know that as well. So yeah, this is the high wind reduction setting on the DJI OSMO Action 5 Pro. This time we're recording with the Osmo Action 5 Pro, and we've got the Windslayer wrapped around the camera. A Windslayer is one of my favorite little products, especially for a windy location like down by the beach. So if you're filming down by the beach, or on a wharf, or on a jetty, or maybe just, you know, walking along the sand and it's a windy day, I found this to be a pretty effective little accessory. But how does it sound to you? You think it sort of cuts out the noise? Got a bit of a breeze going on down here. The wind's zipping off the water as we kind of cruise along, not far from the mangroves here. Reducing the wind noise is only one of the many great features on this brand new camera from DJI, the Osmo Action 5 Pro. To learn more about this wonderful camera, you want to click on this video over here next. As usual, thanks for your company, and I'll see you in the next video.